What's up, Solow Sportsters, and thank you for joining us at the US Open, the world's most iconic tennis arena. I'm here on the Walk of Aces, right in front of the world's largest tennis stadium, Arthur Ashe Stadium, to talk about the new Babolat Pure Aero Rafa. Now, I know there's a lot of Pure Aeros, there's a lot of limited editions, so in this video, we're going to break down exactly which model we're talking about, what the deal is, how it plays, is it the racket for you? So check it out.
The Babolat Pure Aero Origin has a head size of 100 square inches, an unstrung weight of 317 grams, which equals 11.2 ounces. It has a super high swing weight of 371, putting the balance point at 13.4 inches, making it 1 point head light on this standard length 27-inch racket with a variable beam of 23 by 26 by 23 millimeters. It has an incredibly high stiffness of 73, an open string pattern of 16 mains and 19 crosses. It comes stock with the Babolat Syntec Pro grip and comes in a tropical pink, yellow, black, and blue cosmetic at a super high price point of $329. Babolat offers a long history of limited edition rackets, special makeup rackets, pro stock rackets, and more. Previously, any, quote, Rafa racket would be a normal production retail racket with a limited edition cosmetic, which Rafael Nadal endorsed by having the same visual cosmetic on his racket. But Nadal would have a different custom specification racket that was not available in stores or to the public. For the first time, Babolat breaks the mold with their Rafa limited edition rackets by offering, once again, the colorful cosmetic that Nadal endorses on two new rackets that have not existed as part of the normal production available in stores. The two rackets are named Pure Aero Rafa 2023 and the Pure Aero Rafa Origin. The Pure Aero Rafa 2023 is very similar to the Pure Aero team, which already exists as a midweight racket option with this new cosmetic. The Pure Aero Rafa Origin, however, is advertised as a pro stock-like racket, which has the closest to what Rafael Nadal actually uses in tournament play. Now, Rafael Nadal will obviously have a couple variations of his racket, which he uses in tournaments, and so Babolat states that this technology stripped down, heavier than normal, and rare setup is a chance for us fans to feel what the King of Clay himself uses in his history-filled and possibly GOAT status career. From the baseline, this racket was nothing less than perfect. Spin was effortless, power was uncomplicated, the sweet spot was massive, and with all of that, there was still a ton of control. This would not be my normal racket setup, so the feel was unique on what is probably the stiffest racket I've ever come across. I can only explain it as a silhouette or perimeter of the frame was an intensely solid hoop. Normally I can feel the flex of a racket bending at the throat or neck with each shot, but this beast of a racket feels the circumference of the frame in its entirety with every shot and almost no feel or flex with any point in between. When I strung for Agassi in the past, he would often request his competitors' rackets exactly how they customized them. He would use a Chang, Sampras, Raptor, Felnikov, and more. When he hit them, he could more easily understand how they are able to hit the shots that they could. This is exactly the case with this racket. I now know how Nadal creates the magic he does on court. At the net, I felt severely underwhelmed. It could be mostly due to the fact that this is not my normal wheelhouse racket of choice, or because this setup is completely geared for the baseline, with net play being an afterthought. It did have terrific stability and quality contact, but the end result was short hanging volleys without that net clearing depth. The final score in this Solow Sports graded review shows a racket that is a bit one-sided with its high scores. The perfect player for this Rafa Origin exclusive racket is, well, anyone who plays like Rafael Nadal. Players rated 4.0 or higher with modern grip styles of semi-western to western with a two-handed backhand and who command the baseline with a grinder, aggressive baseliner, or counterpuncher style will be totally at home with this racket. Heavy spinners who almost never hit flat or approach the net won't mind any of the weaknesses as they harness the overwhelming positive this racket offers. Normally we finish our reviews with similar rackets, but there is nothing else really on the market with this weight, stiffness, swing weight, and pro stock endorsement to a tour racket. If you play like the 22-time and counting Grand Slam champion, or like me, are a huge fan of what he does for the game of tennis, then certainly this racket is a must-try.
So that is our review of the new Babolat Pure Aero Rafa. What do you think of the racket? Comment below. Tell us if you think they nailed the cosmetic, if you like this racket, if it's the racket for you. Any questions you have, we're always answering. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video where we'll be suggesting some other rackets and equipment for you now.